Hi everyone, today we're going to be painting this abstract rose. I'm starting with my palette knife and a little bit of green paint. So I've got two different shades of green. I've got a green gold and also some sap green. I love taking paints that are similar in color but a little different in temperature to create lots of depth. And so I've added a little bit of white in there also. That just brightens up some of that green gold. This video began as a Facebook Live, so you may see me using my computer a little bit, holding my arm over the painting while I'm going, and typing and chatting with my Facebook community. So if you're not following me on Facebook, I would love for you to come over and join us. It is my favorite place to share things, and so I will put a link in the description here for you to come on over and join us on my Facebook page. Now I'm going to mix up a little bit of some red and white to make a pretty pink color, and the same with the greens. I've got a couple of different temperatures going here. So we've got a little bit of a cool red and a little bit of a warmer red, and those will make two different kinds of pinks. I've also mixed a little bit of green with the pink that I'm using now, and that just kind of pulls it down a little bit. It's not quite as bright. Learning about color temperature is something that really helped me a lot with creating and making things, as far as color goes, look a little bit more realistic. It helps you with your shadowing and your highlights and just the depth of your flowers in general. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to mix up these pinks and whites, and we may end up putting in a little bit of a different red before it's all over with, but just keep watching and hope you enjoy the process.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me,
now that I've got this darker, brighter color in the middle, I decided that it needed to be a little bit darker, so I added some more purpley red. If that's a word. Is purpley a word? I don't know. Anyway, it's an alizarin crimson, and I felt like there just needed to be some darker spots right there in the center to pull your eye into that one spot. So I picked up some of that color and put it in that spot there. When you're working with acrylics, they dry really quickly, so you have to work kind of fast, and I'm a fast painter anyway. I enjoy getting done with something in one sitting, so I don't want to start on something today and have to work on it for 3 months and then wait for 6 more months for it to dry. I do like to play around with oil paints sometimes. They're very, very buttery and lots of fun to try to manipulate with your palette knife. However, I'm sort of an impatient painter, so I really like to paint something quickly and get it finished and allow it to dry and be able to move on to the next thing. So that's sort of one of the reasons why I really like acrylics. And if you use the heavy bodied acrylics and you use paints that are artist grade, not really student grade, and you get the kind that's in the tube, not in the bottle, then you can use your knife with those and get some really beautiful colors, some really great texture, and a professional look to your artwork. You don't have to use oils to make beautiful art.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
One of the things that I really like to do is put in my background last, which is a little bit different from from the way most people would do it. But in this case especially, it really makes the flower stand out. So I decided to take a little bit of some teal and make a bright and bold background. It looks good with the white in the background, but I wanted to just kind of pep it up a little bit more. So I mixed a little bit of white with a little bit of teal, and we're going to use that as our background color. When you go around the edges with your palette knife, if you've already painted something and you're putting in your background last, a lot of times you may kind of cover up some of those edges a little bit, or you may paint over something that you want to stay there. So once, you may see me do this in just a minute, but once I go in and paint over the back and do the background, I paint over a few of the spots around the edges of the main subject, I'll go back with those same colors and just kind of recreate the edges. See right there, I just covered up a lot of the green that I had there. But I'll go back and put that in. And some people may think that that's working against myself. I don't know. But I just really like the way that the edges look when I put in the background last. It gives it a little bit more, more of that loose, and messy is the word that I always use. I know that doesn't sound very exciting to have a messy painting, but that's what I like. I like to have that loose, painterly look, and this technique just kind of helps me to be able to do that. So maybe you would like to try to put in your background last also and just see what happens. If you wanted to begin with an all blue background and paint the flower on top of it, then your flower may turn out to be a little bit of a different color. So whatever is underneath is going to show through in a few spots, and may even change the color of the pink. So the way we've got it set up now, the flower has a white background, and that gave it the look that it has. Some of the white is still showing behind some of the green where the greenery or the leaves are. So now I'm going back in and fixing up those little edges where I may have painted over something that I didn't really want to paint over, or I may want to make the edge just a little more rough,
like a bird on
or
a
add
tree.
some more color in a few spots.
I'm just sitting here, I got time. It's clear to see from up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, we're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed creating this abstract floral with me. If this is something that you're interested in learning more about, I would love for you to join my creative community. Right now you can join for just $10 your first month, and then it's the regular price every month after that, but you would have access to everything in our members area, over 150 different video tutorials to choose from. Everything is organized according to skill level, and all artists of all levels are welcome. I'll put a link for you in the description box below. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.